All right, we are here with Ethan running. He's clear through the first two obstacles. Get this music off for you. And into the sliding rings. Needs to go right away on this. Let's see if he does. He does, and that is a clear. Now into the Devil's Pipes. This course the same as the course you just saw if you're with us with our 7 and under. Gets clear in the Devil's Pipes. But this is our 9 and under age group. Let's see if he reaches or laches. Their 9-year-olds being a little bit older, a lot of them a little bit taller. Definitely helps on some of this stuff, but can make it difficult as well. There's some starting platforms that are pretty high up. Now let's see if he can straighten off his swing here. He does need to land on that map. He cannot land to the side of it. And he does. So far we've got a full clear going. Gets through the rolling log. You are allowed to use those 2 side mats. Into the spider climb, and this is the long one. But he is making quick work of it. Needs to dismount on the outside of the whole structure. He does. Ethan with a full clear going so far. But these are the 2 probably hardest obstacles coming up. The wing nuts, followed by Cane Lane. Smart move getting on the front. He can probably reach out and grab the next wing nut now. Goes for the lache though, and he gets it. Building up that swing. You see that raised blue mat with some tape on it. That's where he needs to get. He can use whatever he wants to get there. That is a clear. All right, going out to the rings. And then this can be the tough catch here, getting onto that cane. We've seen how you catch the cane makes a big difference. He just needs to get on that mat, and he does. That is a full clear to start off the 9 and under age group by Ethan. Very, very strong run. All right, we've got Keith with a clear on the rolling steps into parkour. Clears that. Going really fast. See if he keeps that speed up through the whole course. And a clear on that. Gets the first point by touching that middle obstacle. Works his way down the Devil Pipes. Needs to get onto the blue mat. That is clear. Running forward to the ring trapeze. Keith looks like he's got the reach, no problem here. And makes the reach out to the last one. Just needs the dismount. And he gets it. Another full clear going so far here. Let's see what he does on the wing nuts. And making good time. Let me look here and see how close this is going to be. He's got a full clear going. If he gets this, he could very well beat Ethan's time, who just ran. He's got the swing. It's a weird grip, though. Oh. Missed that. His time ends with a very solid run still. A little over 2 minutes. With 9 points. Looked like he just kind of fumbled that grab there. He had the swing for sure. But again, it is a weird grab.
Easily.
Yeah, he had the time.
Crap.
All right. We've got Jude making quick work of the first 2 bounce obstacles and into the sliding rings. Through the rings. Into the sliding one. Let's see. He's got to go right away. I don't know if he has enough swing. Unfortunately, came up a little bit short. Jude from 605 Ninja, coming out from South Dakota. Touches that obstacle, or the icicle, for 1 point on this obstacle. You don't have to touch that, but it does guarantee you a point if you do. Working his way down to the bar and onto the mat for a clear. Gets up on the starting platform. Onto the ring trapeze. Let's see if he laches or reaches. We kicked that bar a little bit. Might have thrown a swing off just a tad. And falls on the rolling log. Almost made it across. Up into the spider climb. So far, so good. And gets the point. Up into wing nuts. Let's see what strategy he uses on these. Gets on the front. That has been the way most people are doing it. Makes it a lot closer whether you lache or reach. Reaching being the safest if you can do it. Unable to get onto that second one though. Onto the last obstacle here. Opting to use the mat. You are allowed to put that mat in place to jump out to the rings. But the downside then, of course, you are going to catch that mat a little bit. It's a big lache. Let's see if he gets it. He did touch the cane, but not able to get all the way through. got our standings here just so you guys see it. We've got one full clear so far, done by Ethan. That was our very first runner with a time of 2:25. Keith almost had the full clear, had enough swing on the cane lane, but unable to hold on to it. Would have put him in first place, as he was a very quick time at 1 minute 50 seconds. And you just saw Jude run, getting 4 points. Minute 12. Now, you notice that time frame, just so everybody knows, once you fail 3 obstacles on this course, your time stops. That is your course run. We are allowing the kids to continue running the course, so they get on every obstacle. They're able to try every obstacle, make the most of their time and their trip in today. But as far as the UNAA is concerned, as far as standings are concerned, once you fail 3 obstacles, that is the end of your course run. All right, up next we have Nicholas. Getting a little tangled up there into parkour, and gets that. Needs a big swing off of this first ring. Getting a big pullback here. And able to reach it.
Not like me.
All right, up into the Devil's Pipes here. Chooses to go forward on them. All right, touches the icicle. Gets 1 point for sure. Let's see if he can work his way down. He made the transfer, probably the hardest part. He's skipping on the way down, saving some strength, and gets the clear. Hopping up onto the starting platform. He's building up a lot of swing here and goes for the one-handed grab. Might just go straight on the next one. Oh, didn't quite get it. Able to save it though. Let's see if he can reset a little bit. His swing is a bit all over the place. Yeah, grabbing that second ring is going to help. He should be able to straighten out here. Goes for the reach again and misses again, but right. Oh! Went for the lache, the one-handed lache. As a last-ditch effort, fortunately, unable to hold it. Gets through the rolling log and gets the point there. Getting settled in the spider climb. If you guys stick around for our later runners in different age groups, or if you watched any of our runners yesterday, spider climb today having nothing in the way for these 9 and under age groups, but later you will see obstacles in the way, making this a much more difficult obstacle overall. He just needs to jump out of there and dismount, and he gets it. Up on the wing nuts. Makes his way to the front of the first wing nut. Building up that swing. Let's see if he goes for the reach or the lache. Kind of in between there. Last obstacle. 30 seconds remaining. This obstacle doesn't take too long. He's going to rest for just a second. Jumps out, gets the rings. He needs to build up this swing now. Ten seconds left. And does not get the cane. Finishing out his run with 6 points. All right, Darwin is up. Goes nice and quick through that first obstacle. And the second one. Building up a lot of swing on these rings. He's got enough to go here. Another big pull. And he gets the point. On the Devil's Pipes. Going right into it, wasting no time. Touches the icicle for 1 point. And gets the second point. Onto the ring trapeze. Again, taking no rest in between these obstacles. Let's see if he can keep this pace up. Should just reach for it, which he does. Hopefully there's a pullback and another reach. Ah, you can see that ring. That's how the rings work. They slip off to the side there. And it can make reaching more difficult. And then you got to work around trying to get that other ring back to straighten out. Definitely one of those obstacles where if you get it first try, you're not going to have too many issues. But if you do miss, it can really throw you off. He is able to get out to the next one, though. Needs to build up a little bit of swing and probably straighten out. Goes for the dismount and gets it. And I think that's going to be a fail. I believe he put his hand on the blue mat on the rolling log. And he is clear through the spider climb. Gets to the wing nut. I think this, I've only seen a few people get through that. And gets the dismount. Last obstacle. The time that is being shown here is not accurate, just so you guys know. Looks like we have a hiccup. Gonna go here soon. Oh, had his hands on it. Was pretty low, but probably could have held that. It is a weird grab, though. We'll see what his official time comes in at. I think he ended up with 9 points. However, the timing is going to have to be put in manually. So I think our clock reset here. All right, we got our next runner ready to go. Izzy from Optical Academy. I think. Pretty sure this is our first female competitor. And nice and smooth through the first 3 obstacles, leaving them with 3 points. Up onto the Devil's Pipes. Going backwards. Kind of personal preference on the direction you want to go. Doing really, really good here. This is a really fast run so far. Let's see if she can put it together on the ring trapeze. Goes for the lâché, no problem there. Needs one more, and probably has the swing ready to go right here. Just not afraid of that lâché at all. Most people reaching because they are close. But we've also seen people have some issues for sure when reaching. And we potentially have another full clear here. She is looking very strong. Coming through the spider climb. Very controlled. Gets that point. Now onto probably 2 of the harder obstacles here, starting with wing nuts. Let's see what she does. Wing nuts definitely something they train on at Obstacle Academy though, so hopefully she's got the experience. You can see her not matching on the front. Maybe gonna do it the normal way. There she goes and matches. Let's see if she reaches or just lâchés. Goes for the reach and has the wingspan, no problem. Probably the safer move there. If you can reach it, you might as well. And just needs to get onto this blue mat now. And she does. Going into the last obstacle with a very fast time. Probably gonna go right here. No, gonna take a few more. And she holds it, just needs the dismount for another full clear. Gets it. That is a full clear for Izzy from Optical Academy. I believe 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Just under that, actually. And Izzy definitely happy. That puts her in 2nd place overall. And 1st place in the female category. Very, very good run. Up next, we have Charlotte. Charlotte from Conquer. Thinking Conquer Blaine, maybe, based on her jersey, but I could be wrong. And also making very quick work of those first 3 obstacles. Let's see if Charlotte can keep up the pace. Give Izzy a run for her money. All right, going sideways up the Devil's Pipes. Again, really just a personal preference, the direction you want to go. Wasting absolutely no time. And going for the reach, but you see she missed that first ring, but able to save it. Let's see if she grabs the other ring or just goes for it. She is off on her swing. She needs to straighten that out, and she will do that by grabbing that ring and going right into that. Now the balance obstacle, of course, always tricky, never a guarantee, and gets through that. Slowing down a little bit between obstacles here, breathing, resting. Making very quick work of the spider climb. She could push for the fastest time if she does this quick. But it is easy to get hung up here. Goes for the reach, gets it no problem. If she goes right away here, she's going to be right in that same... Ooh, and gets the clear. She's got about 30 seconds. And if she gets this, she will take first place overall. Choosing to rest. So let's see how many swings she needs to build up here to get the cane. And if she gets it... Gets it. If she dismounts, she will be in first place overall. And she is first place with a time of 2:23 and 10 points. That is our third full clear. 2 in the female category, 1 in the male category. And Charlotte taking first place overall. I'll show you the standings here. First place, Charlotte, you just saw her run. 10 points, 2:23. Second place, Ethan, 10 points, 2:25. Third place, Izzy, 10 points, 2:37. In the male category, we have Ethan in first, then Keith, then Darwin. And in the female, it is Charlotte, then Izzy. That might be the only females we've had so far. But Charlotte and Izzy in first and third place overall. Noah up next. Wasting no time as well. A lot of ninjas opting to just blow through those first couple obstacles. They are definitely speed-based. Uh-oh, Noah getting stuck here. Can't reach either ring. Needs to either build up swing or might be worth just dropping and saving energy, moving on to the next point. I'm not sure where Noah trains at. I don't see any coaches with him. We have coaches here. Oh, he reaches back, gets the blue ring. He can reset here. It's costing him a lot of time. Certainly burns some energy. But if he gets this point, it could be worth it. Especially if he can make up time later. Hopefully he gets this and makes that worthwhile. Oh, unfortunately came up short. Needed more of a pullback on that. Going up the Devil's Pipes. If he touches that middle icicle, he'll get half a point. Well, he'll get 1 point, half of the points available. And working his way through with a clear. Going on one side of the flying squirrel. Let's see if he reaches. He does, but didn't quite hold on. Gets a point on rolling log. And into the spider climb. And after the dismount, he'll get the point. And he does. Gets his arms around. And reaches out, but unable to get it. Keeping it moving. Going over to the rings. He can use that mat if he wants to. I think he's not. Yep, he jumps out. Building up some swing here. Gonna go for that cane. and unable to hold on.
Stool, Key. I got a stool.
All right, up next we have Sam from Conquer Eden Prairie. Taking it slow through these rolling steps, but nice and controlled, not risking anything there. Gets the clear on the second obstacle as well. Gonna get a big pull here. And on to the next one. Needs a big pull on this too. A lot of people underestimating that. And he gets it. Sam keeping a full clear going so far. Working his way up, going sideways on the Devil's Pipes. Needs to reach up, touch that icicle to guarantee 1 point, which he does. And going for the second point here. He gets it. And just missed that. Not sure if he wasn't ready quite yet to go or what happened. Gets through the rolling log and up into the spider climb. He's staying low on this. Working his way up now. Now just going to dismount, get that point. Sam putting together a pretty solid run here. I think he might have landed weird on his ankle. Alright, I think Sam's going to stop his run here. It looks like he might have rolled an ankle or tweaked it in some way coming out of the spider climb. We're going to go over to our standings. You can see Charlotte, who ran just a runner or two ago, in first place with a full clear, 2 minutes 23 seconds, followed by Ethan, second place, also with a full clear, 2 minutes and 25 seconds. So just a 2-second difference between first and second place. And then right now in third place, Izzy, also with a full clear, 2 minutes 37 seconds. So just a few seconds behind. And that is 3 full clears so far, making up first, second, and third place. Sam is able to get up and walk it off. Unfortunate end to his run, but looks like he's going to be okay. Up next, Miles. All right, already onto the rings here. And Miles is cruising. Definitely trying to get that podium spot. Miles from 605 Ninja. Pushing the starting mat aside, knowing that it's gotten in some people's way, and he is a taller competitor in this age group. So just not wanting to even use that. Really a smart move if you can make that jump. And very, very close landing, but makes the save. And another save. I think that is a clear on rolling log. Let's see and make sure it is. He's got a full clear going, and he has a very fast time. If he is able to pull off this full clear, he will likely be in first place unless he wastes some time somewhere here. Sam looking like he's also running with some kind of bandage all across his hand. Probably from a rip. Looks like he's favoring that a little bit, but fighting through whatever pain he might be having. He's got a full minute here to get this, so if he gets this, he will be in first place. And so far, so good. That is a full clear, by far our fastest time. Let's see what it ends up being. 1 minute, 46 seconds, 10 points, beating out the next second place person by almost 40 seconds. So very, very good run by Miles from 605 Ninja. And I believe that was our last runner of this wave. We are breaking our age groups up into 1 hour time blocks with 10 to 15 runners per time block. Let's go over to the standings here. So we do have one more time block of 9 and under runners. So these standings are not final, but about halfway through is where we're at. We've got Miles, who just ran blazing fast, 10 points, 1 minute, 46 seconds. Second place, Charlotte, 10 points, 2:23. And third place, Ethan, 10 points, 2:25. I want to make sure to mention Izzy also had a full clear, sitting in fourth place overall. As far as the male category, when you break it up that way, because our awards are broken up, male and female, we've got Miles in first, Ethan in second, and Keith in third. And for the female category, we have Charlotte in first, Izzy in second, and we had no other female competitors in this wave, but not to take away from their runs. They hold 2 of the 4 full clears, only 4 full clears, 2 of them by Charlotte and Izzy. We do have some female competitors in the later wave, though, for sure. So we'll see how the standings shake out. We are going to go throw it over to a logo screen here for just a little bit, and we will be back at this stream, I believe. So you can stick around. We'll be back as soon as we do a short walkthrough with the remaining 9 and under group.
Alright, we're going to start it here pretty soon with our second wave of the 9 and under division. Got about 10 more runners of the 9 and under division, and following them at 12:30 will be the 15 and under division. And after that, we move on to the adults later tonight, starting at 3 o'clock. Starting up first here, we got Lincoln. Lincoln hailing from the Conquer Blaine gym. And moving quickly through that first obstacle there, already through parkour, running into the ring sliders. Very quick run out of Lincoln here. Lincoln there on the Conquer competitive team. And now already up onto the Devil's Pipes, moving very quickly through all these obstacles, showing tremendous strength. Tapping that icicle for the first point of the Devil's Pipes. And making quick work onto the swinging through one-handed. Impressive there on the Devil's Pipes. And he is only 44 seconds into the course and already onto the ring trapeze. This obstacle here, they gotta swing through to the trapeze bars, but only holding onto the rings there, so they can kind of slide around. You know, you kind of miss one, kind of become difficult there. But making quick work of those. Building up a swing to land that dismount, clears it, and Lincoln making a statement on this course. 122 and already into the last two obstacles. Has a chance here for the fastest time, but he'll need to push it still. Making that reach over for the wing nut, swinging through, grabs onto that stationary platform, clears it, full clear so far. Right into the last obstacle. Just needs to grab that can and then make the dismount, and he will have a perfect run here. Makes the grab there. Just needs to land that dismount. And Lincoln with a full clear, setting the pace here for our second wave. Very nice for Lincoln. Lincoln there, moving himself into second place with a time of 2:03.64. Very nice job. We've had a total of 5 full clears now for the 9 and unders. Very, very nice job of Lincoln. Up next on the course, we got Zach, also out of the Conquer Blaine location. Also making very quick work of the first two obstacles. Zach here, he wants that top spot. He saw what his teammate Lincoln was able to do in the course, and that's lighting a fire under Zach here to also push himself and try to take that top crown. Zach into the Devil's Pipes, clearing it with a nice little tap of that first point. Very quick little kick through here, clearing the Devil's Pipes. A quick climb up.
Who's in first place?
Miles. Yes, okay. A few seconds. Big kicks out of Zach here right now. Gonna need to make that lachey though onto the rings. Very nice. He's gonna need to really kick hard here though. try to save some time in his swings if he wants to take home that top spot. But he has a very impressive run here so far. Big swing. Let's see if he makes that dismount. Boom shakalaka makes it. Zach making quick work of the balance obstacles there of the log run into the spider climb. Squeaking through quickly. Probably very, very close time to what Lincoln had about this point in the course. And now on to the challenging last two obstacles. Figuring out how he wants to hold on to, how he wants to tackle this obstacle here. Zach looking like won't be able to quite have fast enough time to take home the top spot right now. But if he's able to still finish off this full course here, he'll have a very, very nice run and be definitely moving on to the UNAA Regionals. Clears the wing nuts, one more obstacle for Zach here. The cane lane. Building up his swing here. Hold on tight here, Zach. Oh, and just slips off the cane there. But very impressive run out of Zach. Finishing off the course there. Coming in so far, 7th place overall with 9 points scored and a time of 2:03.73.
Izzy's thought of an unsafe thing. Why don't Lorna and Isabelle and Briella even, if you're ready, go walk and start being cool.
Coming up next on the course here, we got Josephine, followed by Ames.
Okay, I'm in 7. I
Josephine
did it pretty fast.
clearing. Yeah, you did, man.
Wait, one's up ahead of me. Wait, 2 minutes
On the mic here,
03:64.
we got
Go down to 7th one.
we got Zach here with us. Zach, how did you feel about that course?
Oh,
It was a pretty
Lincoln.
fun one.
Yeah, but Lincoln only beat me by point.
He only beat you by points there. Yep. Very, very close.
That was so fair. Yeah. I was going to like middle right bottom at the center.
Josephine moving through the Devil's Pipes very quickly here. So far, perfect run. Making the tap on the icicle there. Awesome job out of her. Josephine here looking like she's hailing out of 605 Ninja from South Dakota. Makes the grab onto the first ring trapeze, building up her little shape to make it onto the second one here. Will she be able to grab on there? She does. And onto the dismount mat. Did you compete already?
Yep.
How'd you do?
I finished the course.
Finished the course? Very nice. What'd you think of the course? Pretty fun?
Yeah.
Awesome. What's your name?
Izzy?
Izzy. We got Izzy here behind the microphone. She's currently sitting in 5th place overall and 2nd place for the females. She had a full clear run of 2:37.46. Very, very impressive. I should move you on to the UNAA Regionals. Have you done a UNAA before?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, I haven't gone to the regionals, but
You haven't gotten a regional yet?
no.
Well, you should definitely be moving on to one here, I would say. Josephine failing on the wing nuts there, moving on to the very last obstacle. Very fast time here right now. She's got plenty of time here. About 2 minutes whole left, so. Oh, not quite on the cane there. So Josephine finishing up with 8 points and a time of 1:39 on the dot. Coming up next, we got Ames. And after Ames will be Isabelle. Top spot so far still is Miles with 10 points and a blistering fast time of 1:46.38.
Smallest one? I don't know. What are you trying to do? What I just did. See? Grab. Once you get to the second one.
Ames, ooh, touching down on the rolling steps there. Not quite making it through that, but making the parkour run, using both hands and feet to get through that parkour run. Solid strategy, clear as that. Now working on building up his swing to make it to those rings there. To get the big pullback to make it between those giant rings there. Doing a double pull here. Reaching down to that last ring. Gonna slide on down. Oh, did not held on. And this here is gonna be pretty difficult. Yep, drop down there. It's pretty much almost impossible to make that dismount after you miss the first one there. It becomes very, very, very difficult.
Wait, it's not hard. It's just I ripped.
Devil's Pipes here for Ames.
Here and like.
Matching on each pipe as he goes up.
How can you tell who's in first?
Got the standings right here. Ames got the first point there for the Devil's Pipes. Got some of our young competitors coming over and checking out the stream and the standings here. Very interested in knowing where they're sitting so far and where they might end up in the overall standings. Ames clearing just 1 point of Devil's Pipes. Did not quite make that dismount there for the second point. Going to need to build up a big swing here. Doesn't quite look like you might not have enough for you, guy. Build up your laches, so you really got to kick your legs high and above your head. And then coming down hard on those to really build that swing up there. Into the spider climb. Ames pushing hard here. Both hands and feet. And oops, sliding a little bit there at the end here, but makes the dismount. Clearing through the spider climb here. Now moving on to the last two obstacles, the wing nuts and the cane lane. And from one side here, working at figuring out. Oop, misses one reach as he's trying to reach over the other side of the wing nut there. It's a difficult reach as it's as you swing through, it kind of goes up on you, so it's almost pulling away from you. You got to do a little bit of a pull up to reach on over to that second part of the wing nut. Ames here with about a little under a minute left. Finish out the course here, see if he can catch this cane here. Not quite enough swing, but very nice run out of Ames. That there is going to move Ames in the 14th place here with 2 points scored and a time of 1:43.32. Isabelle is going to be up next here, and then Lorna. We're into our last 6 competitors of the 9 and under division here. After these ones, we'll be taking a short break here and then setting up for the 15 and under division. A few course changes here, making a few of these obstacles a little more difficult for them, and should be a rocking good time of a watch. So make sure to tune back in for that. Isabelle building that swing. Look at the way she's kicking through those rings there. Big kicks back, swinging through, little sideways, but ring pops on down and throws her into that landing mat. Looking solid so far. Isabelle hailing out Oxbow Academy here. Into taps that icicle for the point. Kicking through, and she so far has a perfect run. Looking very fast. She's hoping to take that top spot here. She would need a full clear and to beat the time of 2:23.07. So far, looking good for that. She's into the spider climb here. She wants that top female spot. She's got about a minute left here. But as long as she full clears here, she should be sitting pretty to make her puncher ticket to the UNAA Regionals. Chalking up there before the last two grip-intensive obstacles of the wingnuts and laches. Grip and lache, I would say. It's a little bit of both there. Oh, kind of a little hung up there on the first wingnut. Makes the reach on her second attempt, though. Grabs onto that stationary platform and makes the dismount. Perfect run here. Out of Isabelle. She's got about 20 seconds maybe left here. She wants that top female spot. Makes the grab. She makes this dismount here. And she has cleared. Isabelle moving herself up into the top female spot. Third place overall with a time of 2:14.44. Full clear, 10 points. Lorna coming up here next, folks. Followed by Alec. Lorna also hailing out of Oxbow Academy. Hoping here to do a similar performance on the course as her teammate before here of Isabelle. And nice and easy through those angled rolling steps. Makes the parkour run look easy. And she is already into the rings. Big swings here. Big pull, sliding on down. Gets that dismount. And quickly moving up the Devil's Pipes. Kicks through nice and easily there. And she is into the ring trapeze. Perfect run as well so far. Makes the grab onto there. Lorna with a similar time to where her teammate Isabelle was at about this point. Maybe slightly behind, so she needs to pick up the pace here a little bit. She wants that top spot. Whoa, falls off the rolling log there though. But still able to keep moving on, keep getting those points, and still have a nice finish here of the course. Balance obstacles, able to take out even the best of the ninjas at any point. It's the great equalizer of an obstacle. Building her swing up, makes that reach over wing nut, making it look easy. Big reach here. Checking out that stationary propeller there. And clears the wing nuts. One last obstacle. Very fast run here so far. 156. She should be, makes this here. We'll be in the top for the 9-pointers. And clears the course there. Lorna, very nice run. Moving her into 9th place overall. Looking like 4th place overall for the females. Time of 2:07.96. Miles still holding down this top spot of 10 points at 146.38. We got Alex here, followed by Elias, hoping to test that spot there, take home the gold. Alex making quick work of those first 2 obstacles there. Agility obstacles. For any of you who are new to Ninja Warrior, it's a mix of like agility obstacles, strength, grip strength, a lot of hanging, and then balance obstacles. So it's kind of a all-around sport that you need a lot of different skills to be a top ninja. Alec here, not quite able to make the dismount there on that sliding ring, but working his, not quite able to hold on for the devil's pipes there. Gonna be moving on here to the ring trapeze. Again, how the scoring works here, folks. You get a point per obstacle. Unless it's a 2-point obstacle, there might be like a halfway point that you get 1 point and then 2 points for completing the whole thing. And if you happen to fail an obstacle, you move on to the next one. But after your 3rd fail, your official run time and points stop. But our competitors will be able to keep moving on to try to complete the rest of the obstacles in the course for their own fun and training. Alex here on the spider climb there, pushing hard through it, making his way and popping out, clearing that obstacle there. Moving on to the wing nuts here. Swinging off the wing nut there. Not quite able to make that lâcher over to the 3rd one. Plenty of time, though, to try to make a catch here on the cane lane. This one here, you need a big swing up, though. Big lâchers, high knees. It's going to be a pretty hard reach for Alec there. Awesome run, though, Alec. I'm going to move him into 16th place there. 2 points scored. And time of 8 seconds and 39. Elias coming up next here, followed by Briella. And then after that will be Will, and that will be the end of our 9 and under division here at Conquer Ninja Burnsville. Elias moving quickly through those steps there. Pushing hard. Restarting there on the pad there. Needing another kickoff to reach that ring. Elias here looking like he's hailing out of South Dakota with 605. Big pulls here. This ring slider basically only get one try and slide. sliding through, clearing that obstacle. Elias matching both hands, each pipe, quickly moving up. Gets that, I think he touched the, tapped the icicle there for the first point. Skipping pipes as he comes down single-handedly. Doing a little kickback and throws himself through to clear them pipes. Perfect run so far out of Elias. Showing some good lache kicks here. Reaches out for the rings, choosing not to jump both hands to it, but he's now kind of stuck on one side, not able to make the reach quite there. Those rings now have slid apart from each other, making it hard for him to actually reach over to it. Not quite able to make that reach yet, but he's fighting through it. Oh, did not quite make it there. It's a risk on that obstacle there, folks. If you just grab onto one of the rings, you can kind of start swinging around wildly. Not as stable as both rings, but can be sometimes quicker. So it's a calculated risk that some of our competitors take. Clearing the spider climb there, though. Elias here putting up a good showing. If he's able to make through these next two obstacles, he'll be sitting pretty in the standings. Opting to move to the front of the wing nut to build his swing up. Oh, reached out one hand, but did not feel confident, so went back immediately to the wing nut. And he's going to try to, I think, go with both hands here. Oh, did not have enough in him. Opting to drop down and then move on to the cane lane to hope to get this here. Plenty of time, though, still. About a minute and 20 seconds still. He'll build a big swing up here. Grab that cane kind of in the middle to lower side. If you grab too high there. Oh, he had the right spot, but could not hold on. Elias. Very nice run, though. That's going to move him currently into 12th place with 7 points scored at a time of 2:02.88. We are on to our last two competitors here for the 99ers. Our last female competitor, Briella. And then our last male competitor will be Will. Briella up here. Running through the course, I mean, quick work of that one. Briella's sister ran in the earlier 7 and under division. And she's making quick work of the run there. On to the devil's pipes here, and tapping that icicle for the first point there. She's looking good. Big pullback here. Building swing up, matching hand on and swinging through, clearing the pipes there. Brielle, say a little bit behind her teammates' times, who are currently sitting in first place for the females. But she picks up the pace there. She could still be able to take home that top spot. And even if not, if she gets a full clear, she'll be looking good for moving on to the UNAA Regionals. Quick work on the rolling log there. Not even using those extra pads there. Just running on through in the middle log. Pushing out onto those spider climb there. Looking solid, locked and loaded. As she's almost to the end there, gonna look to dismount and keep staying up a little bit high. Makes the jump down there. 2 more obstacles left. Plenty of time, about 1:10 still. Or 2 minutes still, actually, sorry. 2:10. As she moves to the front of the wing nut to build her swing up. Kind of moving her hands around, not quite sure how she wants to tackle this grab here. She's going to need to build up a little bit bigger swing. And makes the grab. Oh, but could not hold on. One last obstacle here, though. She's got about 1:30 left. Giving her hands a little rest here, looks like. Big kick out for her there. Can she hold on to this can here? Oh, not quite able to hold on the can there, but still very impressive run out of Briella. Nice job. That's going to be good enough to, let's see, move her into 11th place overall with a time of 1:51.09. 6th place overall for the females. Very competitive female division here today for the 9 and unders, folks. With 3 full clears. The top 50% having it all actually full clear. To move on here. Very awesome. Our last competitor of the 9 and under group will, hailing out of the Conquer Burnsville gym here, his hometown gym. See if he'll be able to work his way into one of the top spots. Very nice. On the whoa! Oh, falls backwards on the parkour run there. Got a little hung up. But if he pushes hard through the rest of them, he will be looking just fine still. Gonna need to slide on down. Makes a dismount there. Missing that parkour run there. Won't be able to get him to the top spot anymore. But can still work his way into a punching a ticket to the regionals. And build up a big swing here on the flying squirrel here. Makes that grab onto the rings. Another big swing here as he goes. Makes the second grab. One more big kick out of him here and should be able to make that dismount. Clears it with no problemo and goes directly into the rolling log. Doesn't even take a second there. Looking fantastic so far. Will having a very fast time. 120 clearing the spider climb. He's pushing hard here. He wants to work his way into a finish, into a qualifier. Makes those wing nuts look easy. And he's already on the last obstacle here. Builds a big swing up here. One more swing and should have enough swing. Makes the grab on the cane and dismounts. Will putting out a very nice run. One little mishap on the parkour run, bringing him down to 9 points total, but having a time of 1:50.30 for 8th overall. And for the male division, that will be 5th overall for him. So that brings us to the end of our 9 and under division, folks. Very good job. Coming in first place for the males, we have Miles, followed by Lincoln, and then Ethan, all with full clears on the course, 10 points, and only divided by About 40 seconds overall, about 20 seconds each between each of them. And then for the females, we have also all the top three finishers full cleared the course of 10 points. Isabelle, top spot at 2:14.44. Charlotte in second place with 2:23.07. And Izzy in third place with 2:37.46. Make sure to stay tuned, folks. For 12:30, we'll be starting our 15 and under division. And after that, later tonight, you can watch our amateur and pro and 40 plus division squaring off to try to take home the top spot at Conquer Ninja Gyms in Burnsville for the UNAA Area Qualifier.